Welcome to Easy Guide with Office 365 by Myrna Throne. I'm Swalty Computer Chick. I'm so glad you were able to join us today with this on-demand course. I'm going to take you through the Microsoft Office programs that I've been using these programs since the early 2000s, and they've changed tremendously since then, and they've made our lives much easier. And I want to show you how you can implement many of these programs into your daily life and work and just create a seamless organization on your computer with everything you need. I'd like to thank you for respecting my work and not sharing this paid on-demand course with others. Invite them to take their own class, and then they have the option to email me with a couple of questions if they need it, or a bunch of questions, whatever they wish. We're going to go through Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Outlook, OneDrive, and then we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to take you through each one of these programs, and I'm going to take you through some information first, but then we're going to get to the visual part and show you a lot. And you'll also notice this paid course when you download the ebook. There's a timestamp under each topic, so you'll easily be able to find the directions and the visual directions in the video as well. I hear the question quite often of why Office started a paid yearly service with Office 365 and got rid of CDs mostly. One reason is when using 365, you will always be updated with the most updated version of each program in Office 365 continuously. Every time they add a feature, change one, or fix an issue, they do this in real time. If you simply want these programs, you can still buy copies of Office 2016 with a CD, but last I knew you weren't able to update them. You'll simply continue to use that 2016 version, which is fine if it's everything you need as well. We're going to be going through Office 365 today, so you're going to see maybe the difference. Depending on what you use it for, this may be enough as well. I always check eBay and Amazon for great prices too. Another great feature that comes with 365 is you receive 1 terabyte of cloud storage with OneDrive. Comes with it. OneDrive comes with it. 1 terabyte equals 1,000 gigabytes. For example, it would take 62.5 16 gigabyte thumb drives to equal 1 terabyte of storage. Now that is probably more than you'll ever need, but it's a great volume cloud storage for I have over 100 gigabytes, maybe 200 in mine right now, and it's going to take me a long time to fill that up. So it's great storage, it's cloud storage, everything's off your computer, so if your computer crashes, you have things saved. Office 365 has the basic programs to utilize based on your needs. We're going to go through the main ones as I visually show you how each works and unlimited creativity you have at your fingertips. So let's dive right in and get to know Office 365. We're going to start with Word today. Microsoft Word is a word processing program that comes with so many incredible tools to create countless projects for work and home. You can change font style, color, header, footer, insert images, add tables, bullet lists, set a page layout, add word art, and so much more. Word documents are an easy way to simply create a professional quality document. In addition, the hundreds of, or if not thousands of templates you can find for almost any task or need. Office alone has a plethora of templates to choose from, as well as online you can find countless ones that are made by users that share them with others as well. When it comes to templates, you can do anything for work or home. For example, templates include business tools, cards, calendars, resumes, labels, and more. Each template is preset, so you simply add your information. This is the Word toolbar, as many of you might look. It might look familiar to you because Word is probably the most popular one used out of these programs on a regular basis. It's kind of where you start for a document. We're going to go through the main header here of the different areas you have. I'm going to keep it simple, and you can always stop and start this video when you wish and go check it out. But we're going to check it out after we go through the information. There's the home button. This has the options like font color, font size, font style, alignment, bullets, line spacing, all the elements which one may need to edit their document is available under the home option. Insert. You can insert tables, shapes, images, charts, graphs, header, footer, photos, page number can all be entered in the document. They are included in this insert category. The Design tab. The template or design in which you want your document to be created can be selected under the Design tab. Choosing an appropriate tab will enhance the appearance of your document. Page Layout. Under Page Layout, under the Page Layout tab comes options like margins, orientation, columns, lines, indentations, and spacing. There's a reference column. I used this in college for 10 years straight with all my degrees. This tab is most useful for those who are creating a thesis or writing books or lengthy documents. Options like citation, footnote, table of contents, caption, bibliography can be all found under this tab. We're just going to touch on some of that with the references. The Review tab. You can spell check, grammar check, thesaurus, word count, language, translation, comments, etc. can all be tracked under the Review tab. This acts as an advantage for those who get their documents reviewed on MS Word. Apart from all the above-mentioned features, this page can be set in different views, layouts, which can be added and optimized using the View tab on the Word document. Margins and scales are also available for the benefit of the user. When you want to try out a new feature in Word, simply click on the Help and a toolbar will appear on your right-hand side and search out the directions you're looking for by the keyword, the problem you're having, so to speak. And did you also know that you could easily convert your Word document into PDF while you're in the Word document? And I will show you how. No need to research free converters online. So let's take a spin on Microsoft Word. When you open a new Word document, this is the view you're going to have. And you can see at this top menu here, there's the blank document where you can just start and create your own. I have labels that I print off. There's also a Take a Tour guide, the Welcome to Word, that will take you through even more. After I give you the basics today, you can get into that and you're going to dive in deeper when you watch their Take a Tour video. There's resume templates, there's calendar templates, there's a ton of templates that you can choose from, and depending what you are trying to make. So you can see under the templates you can search out, because that's how many they have. There's business cards. Let's look at cards. There's business cards here. These are business cards that you can print off and make your own. There's templates to choose from, and you can change lots of different things in them as well. Let's see, what else do we have? Flyers, letters, education, resumes, and cover letters, and holiday. There's holiday flyers. Here's some holiday flyers you can check out, and if you're making anything for an event, I mean, you can do so much here. Let's do a holiday one for the fun of it. Valentine's Day is coming up. Let's see. There's flyers. Let's just open a flyer. And then you click on that and you'll create it. That's how easy it is to use a template. That's it right there. And then you can personalize it. Personalize it the way you want. Check out the photos they put in there. You can resize them if you'd like. You can make this a little smaller if you'd like. Put the event name in there. You can create anything. I don't even know if February 14th is on a Saturday. I'm just guessing here. 8 p.m. So you can do anything. So if we close this one out, let's close that one out. Don't save. Let's try another. Let's go and look at, let's go to a blank document. Okay, now I kind of showed you the fun part first, but here's the blank document where you have all these options under here. Here's your heading. They'll give you all the tools that you ever need. And even, this is what I like about Word. Depends on how lazy you want to be, but it has a dictate. If we dictate right here, oh, I'm using my microphone right now. I would have to check that out. But there's dictate. It does work. I've used it many times before. That's under the Home tab. See, and this is where you have your copy and paste, all your font, colors. There's font, letters you can do. I mean, there's so much you can do on your own. Bullets. This is where you center everything. Find and replace, editor. That's all under the Home tab. Now, under the Insert tab, this is where you can bring in pictures, shapes, icons, models, charts. Look at all these charts you can bring in. You can make a pie chart in here and put it in there if you'd like. Let's see what it does. You can make a pie chart, and there it has Excel information right there with that. You can insert a screenshot if you'd like. Those are the screenshots of what I have up right now. I have two screens, so that was showing me two screens. Online video you can embed in here. You can add links. Right click on it, go down to link. Existing, we want to go to a web page, so I want to punch in the whole. There you go. It knows me. And then whoever reads this document, especially after we create it into a PDF file, which we're going to do at the end, I'm going to show you how easy that is. They can click on these links in the PDF, which is what you're reading in this class as well, is the PDF textbook, so to speak. And there's links in there as well. Let's see. I mean, there's Wikipedia. There's so much things. You can add comments, header, footers, page numbers. You can just add one at the top there. See, there's the page number, and then if we go down to make another page, it goes to 2. Design tab. Now this can be really fun, and this takes a little bit more learning, so to speak, but you can choose these themes of colors, for instance, with what you want to put in on your page. It takes more learning than this, to get in there, but you just start playing with it, and you change the fonts, you change the colors, you change the layout, all kind of stuff. You learn a lot of different things. Now this is the layout. This is where your margins are, your orientation if you want portrait or landscape, the size, columns if you'd like. Right here's your indents, reference tab. We talked about that a little bit, where it was, I used this part for my college papers because you had to have a reference page, you had to have footnotes, you had to have all that good stuff in there, and this is what I use for professional style writing, resource-based information. So all these things are here that you can do the same thing. You can put in a bibliography and then just edit it for what you need. Let's see what else we got. I don't have any in there, that's why. So you could simply add things by a click of a finger, and then you fine tune it with your information. Mailings. This is envelopes you can print if you'd like. If you'd like to get into that, you can do that with Word. Review. There's a thesaurus, which is handy. I want to also show you, for instance, This is old. It was before my time, I think, saying. You can right-click on a word, go down to synonyms, and it'll give you options, different ways to say it. It started raining cats and dogs. Is there another synonym? I always like to check this out. When I did a lot of writing for college, I use this a lot because you don't want to use the same words over and over again. So there we go. Raining. So raining comes up with dropping, pouring, raining cats and dogs, falling, wet. It's a very handy tool to do if you do a lot of writing. It really is. Read aloud. It could be because I have this plugged in and this program running is why the dictate isn't working and the read aloud is not working. That could be very why. But remember, if you took my Windows 10 class, you can also pull up magnifier, and magnifier will read to you. That's actually, I have it read back my documents to me, and I just sit and listen to it, and it's much easier than reading it myself out loud. That way I can make sure everything's correct in the sentencing, all that good stuff. So I read it back to myself this way. You gotta mark your place first. I don't know if it will do this. Oh. You might not be able to hear this. Awesome. You might not be able to hear it because I have headphones on with my microphone, but you would hear all this coming out your speaker. And it's very cool. Very good feature, handy feature to have. So there's a couple different tips there. You can do it in here. You can translate. You can change the language. You can add comments, track changes, a ton of things in here. The View tab. There's all these different views. Immersive Reader. That's another one. Switch to Immersive Reader editing experience. It helps improve your reading skills. Adjust how text is displayed and have text read aloud to you. I've used that one as well. It's very handy. And another one of them, I think OneNote has that same feature. So we're going to go through that when we get to OneNote too. There's the ruler, grid lines if you'd like, navigation pane. You can zoom, full control of your documents here. And if you ever have any questions, you click on Help, type in create a form right there, or create a template. Whatever you need, just type it in there and you're going to find your answers simply at the tip of your fingertips. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to show you how to easily convert this Word document, I know there's not much on there, but into a PDF. You click on File, and you got to make sure Save is on. It saves it to my OneDrive. It should have been already on. Hang on a second. Okay. So you need to save a copy of it before you can do this. And then you go to Export, and there it is right there. Click on that. It asks you where you want to put it. I always put it in my desktop so I can find it easy. Publish it. And it should open up. Yep. It opened up right there. It always opens up bigger. I don't know why. There we go. And there's my PDF of what we just went through, and the link works and everything. Okay. That is Word. I hope you learned a lot from this. And you can email me with questions if you'd like. But let's move on to the next. Okay, next we're going to go through Excel. Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program with countless options for home and work. Just like Word, it has numerous templates to help you at work and at home. This also has a take a tour video in the Excel program, and simply open a blank document and click on New. You will see all the templates and workbook options. In addition, many tutorial videos with specific topics in mind to watch. Office 365 has each of its programs really set up to guide you seamlessly through creating whatever you wish. We're going to go through it visually here in a second. Now, for a beginner with Excel, we are focusing on the basics and templates. Trust me, as you continue using templates, etc., you will learn even more in that process about Excel. I've created many spreadsheets of my own for business, and with formulas and things like that too. But I want to add, this is what I want to tell you is, if there's a template for it, why go to the time-consuming process of learning how to make it and focus on simply using it for ease in life or business? That's because you will learn as you grow. And Excel is a math program too. I mean, it's a spreadsheet. And like I said, I do my basic business stuff in there, but I'll do templates before I'll try to create something really hard and crazy for my business, because it's just easier. And they have it all set up for you. If you're starting out with Excel, there are a few basic commands that we suggest you become familiar with. For example, creating a new spreadsheet from the beginning, executing basic computations in a spreadsheet like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing in a spreadsheet. Writing and formatting column text and titles, Excel's autofill features, adding or deleting single columns, rows, spreadsheets. Below we'll get into the how to add things like columns and rows, keeping column and rows visible as you scroll past them in the spreadsheet so you know what data you're filling in and you move further down the document. And there's something really handy I'm going to show you, is freezing the title. So when you have a title row and you're down to 102, the 102nd line down there, and you need to fill in the data, the column stays frozen so you can see which goes with which column of where you put the data in. There are 2 quick steps to freezing or locking rows. Select the right below the rows or rows you want to freeze. You want to freeze columns, select the cell immediately to the right of the column you want to freeze. Go to the View tab and select the Freeze Panes command and choose Freeze Panes. I put this one in here for the information part because this is something that a lot of people want. It's easy. I went years using this before somebody showed me this one, because there's so many little details that you can fine-tune things, and everybody uses it to their advantage, and you can learn from each other when you know people that use Excel and Microsoft Office programs. So let's check out Excel. Okay, this is Excel. All I did was open up a new workbook. I haven't done anything else yet, and this is what it looks like. It has all my past Excel templates here that I created that are in my business files. They go by the most recent opened. But up on top here, you have templates. And as like in Word, they have a take a tour to welcome to Excel. There's simple invoices, there's a blank workbook. We're going to go through both. I'm going to show you a template, and I'm going to go through a blank workbook as well. If you really want to get into making your own workbook, you can do that here and take the formula tutorial. It's the basic formulas. I was going to add it in here, but watch these videos, use their information to help you compute in your templates. So they have some great tutorials here. I've watched them. So let's start out with, let's go to a blank workbook first. This is a blank workbook when you open it up. It has a similar menu bar just like Word, with all the topics: home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, and help. So the home is the same as before, the paste and cut and copy, the font changes you can make, the centering, merge and center, that goes with cells. That actually has a few options in there. And then there's formats for tables, insert tables, delete, format, auto sum, fill. We're going to go through some of these basics. I'm just going through them. You can insert, you go to the Insert tab, you can insert tables, pictures, shapes, icons, screenshots, just like Word. And this is the charts. If you're, like I said, if you're really into math or you're into Excel and you use these kind of things in your business, you can add them all here, and you just compute with your own information. A 3D map, lines, slicer, timeline. You can add links in this as well, comments, text and symbols. Symbols I used a lot in my math classes in college that we had to actually, I used it in Word. We had to use the equation symbols and type it out in Word, but we had to do it on paper first because it was an online course. So it was really interesting. But now there's a new feature in in OneNote that we'll get to when we get there that does the math for you. Anyway, and this kind of does the math for you too. So let's say we're going to go through we're going to make a couple columns. We're going to widen the columns a little bit. I always go 20. It gives me room to put names, phone numbers. We'll do 3. Okay, we'll put name, phone, date. Okay, so now I want to make 3 columns, but these are the headers. So I'm going to go to the Home tab. I highlighted them all. We're going to center them, make them bold, and I always make my different topics different colors. Up here I go with pale colors. This is just the way I do it. I make them all different. Now, let's say okay. Now, let's say I want to freeze the header. So what if I had down to here, I want to see if I had a whole spreadsheet of columns, I want to know what the header information is asking me for. So it hides it when you scroll down, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight right below it, and we're going to go to, I think it was the view. There it is. Freeze panes. Click freeze panes, freeze top row. Now, watch, we're scrolling all the way down and see the header still there. That's handy when you're making a long list of information. See how we did that? Remember, it's on the view, freeze pane, and we did the header. See? We're doing so much already. So you can see there's so many different things you can do depending on what your goal is for this. Page layout. It has themes and colors and everything you can change as well. The margins, same as Word. Background, print tiles, grids, headers, bring forward, send backwards, all these tools to really make it come alive. We could insert function, auto sum, all these different areas that you can add to your spreadsheet. You can calculate now. Let's do we're going to do it under date. I'm going to show you how to easily add a row of numbers. Okay, let's go on the Home tab. See auto sum right there. You're going to highlight these and highlight the bottom one where the total will show up. Click auto sum and there you go. Easy. Adds them. That's it. That's the total. So there's so much you can do in Excel. You know, it's hard to know where to start, but that's like I said. I'm gonna really stress to start with. If you're new to it, start with templates, because with each template you're using, you are going to learn even more. So let's go to a template. That was the basics with just a regular blank workbook. So let's look at the templates and what options we have. Let's see. So you can do a budget. You can do a calendar. Invoices, and they have all different styles of invoices. They have bar graphs. They have whatever your needs are. And like I said, you can go online and download templates from other users as well in the Microsoft community. So that might be something you want to check out. Or if you're really proud of a template you made, you might want to share it in the Microsoft community. So let's start with, let's just keep it simple. Well, I like this one. I like the color. There we go. Let's see. This has start instructions. Oh, now they have start instructions for you. On the other tabs, so you have tabs down here you can add too. At the very bottom of Excel, you can add many, many different tabs. And this is how I keep files on, for instance, files on customers. If they have different dates maybe to their bills, I might keep them this way on different tabs. There's many different options. In my, I've made my own for my taxes for my business in the year, just to get all my information places to plug it in. I've made a template, and under one workbook itself has many tabs because it's all my taxes, where I can punch in miscellaneous, I can punch in advertising, I have an advertising tab, all this good stuff to just organize everything for my business. You can really do what you want. So that's how you add different tabs. You can also, when you right click on the tab, you can rename it. You can copy that tab, like that. If you have a template on that tab, you can copy that template and recreate it in another tab. You can change the tab color. So you can change the colors. You can really, like, again, I stress, you can really fine tune your organization. So here's that template that we downloaded, and we can go through and put in our own numbers if you'd like. That's what you do when you download a template. And it starts adding, you know, punch in all your information, and it'll do a budget for you. This is actually a really good one. I like this. I might have to check this one out. Huh. See, on this lady's budget, she's actually in the red, $41 after everything. Savings, her monthly budget, expenses. Well, here we go. Difference. Now it's $341 up here. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter. She can even put in her entertainment costs and really budget your monthly fees. This is really cool. This is a good template. And there's probably other, if we look in there, there's other templates for budgets too. This was a simple one. There's a simple invoice that you can fine tune, add your logo, change the colors, do whatever you'd like to customize everything you do for your business or for your home. So let's look at a calendar template. Calendar template we all can use if we remember to print them off or use them. Let's just go to a seasonal one. Something simple. You can, and again, you click create. It'll open up a new workbook, and again, now you can fine tune it the way you'd like to. You can change the photo out if you want. So many things you can do. I'm not even sure. Can I do something here? Oh, I can change that. I'll just do that. Put a frame around it. Move it over a little bit, maybe. And we'll put Teresa's B-Day. Oh. Okay. So I can't. There I can. There we go. You can put whatever you want. My family's January's birthdays. I have a huge family in Iowa and here. There you go. So you can do whatever you want and print it off. Change it every week. You can put a schedule if it's for work. Put a schedule on here. If you have a couple people, and look down here with this template, you have all these months. Oh, and look at the picture. The seasons change in the picture. Is it cold? Yes, it does. It's not in Florida, I guess. There you go, fall. Cool. So many things you can do to simplify your life. So that wraps it up for Excel. Next, we're going to go through PowerPoint. PowerPoint is one that I really love because it really can get your creative juices going when you're building things for business. I haven't used it yet for Swelty Computer Chick, but I'm about to use a PowerPoint and get back into it because I bet since the last time I used to use it, they have many great features that I can really make some wow videos or tutorials. Microsoft PowerPoint is a presentation program, and again, with countless possibilities with your creative juices. I love PowerPoint and need to get back to using it more again. That's my goal. Think of slides as the individual units in your presentation that you can fill with content to insert into a new slide. Go to the Insert tab in PowerPoint's ribbon and click on the new slide to add new slides to your presentation. A new slide will have basic placeholders to add your content in PowerPoint. So you think of it as slide after slide after slide. But there's ways they have set up where you can add audio and make it into a slideshow so it looks like a video with your audio. Yes, I should be doing that, but it's coming. It's really very cool. PowerPoint is very similar to the previous programs we just went through with Word and Excel. You can choose from many themes or create your own. Now, this is a template I used. It's a screenshot of it, and we're going to go into that template and look around a little bit. I chose this theme and I opened it up to this. Yes, I fine-tuned it a little bit already, as you can see. And this also has a help button. They all do. When you click on the help menus in all of these programs, it'll pop up on the left-hand side. It'll answer all your questions. With PowerPoint, it's about having fun when creating too. So let's take a stroll on PowerPoint. So I have it down here. Open it up. There we go. This is that, and this is a template. When you first open PowerPoint, you get the same thing here. You can start a blank presentation. This has a welcome to PowerPoint video as well. And they have themes. They have themes, not templates, but themes. Themes are just like what you just saw, preset slides where you can go in and adjust it with your information. I mean, there's some very cool themes. I like the one I saw, the beach, so I thought of, because we're a Southwest Florida based company, and so I always go for the beach one. But when you look through the templates here, again, there's so many to choose from. You can have, depending on the field you're in, if it's for work, if it's a tutorial you're making for your website, find something that matches your website. There's so many to choose from. And again, you can find other people's templates and themes online that they've done and download them as well. But here's all the topics. There's presentations, themes, education. You can do so much. See, they have so much set up for you just if you teach. This is an incredible tool to have, is PowerPoint. You can do anything with it. Charts. Family trees. There's one to start your family tree. That'd be a good one. That'd be interesting for a lot of people. Diagrams. I don't know about you, but my mind gets going when I see all these opportunities of creativity. Business. Again, depending on what you're trying to create and what you need, they help you with that wow factor in your videos that you're trying to make for your business. Infographics. Interesting. There's a family tree again. That would be very interesting to do. So there's so much you can do with PowerPoint. And just get a great start with your presentation, with like the family tree, whatever you'd like to do. So let's go back to this one that I've created, and I want to show you around the menu file here again. There's the home file, home page. Again, all the font information, new slide area here. I'm going to go through this in a second. Once you get in a text box, this will lighten up and you can do everything you need to here. Again, your settings for the paragraph. You can insert shapes. You can dictate on this one as well. Design ideas. Find and replace. Find and replace, I got to tell you, it's on all of them. And it's really handy if you've written a document, whether it's in PowerPoint or in Word. Find and replace is so handy if you just want to replace one word with something else. It'll go through your whole document and change all the words for you. I did that a lot when writing 10 to 20 page papers for college, and that's how I got used to doing that. And it's really an easy feature when you have a big document and you don't want to do it line by line. So again, there's so many great features here. Insert, same as before, you can insert a new slide. I'm going to show you that right now. So I'm going to mark that right there with my pointer, with my mouse, and click New Slide. And then they give you what kind of slide do you want to put in there. Do you want to put a blank one? Are you going to put a title? Are you going to do a comparison? They really guide you great here. So let's just do that. We'll just add this. So we added this here, and let's say I want to move that slide down here because it's not going to be right away. So in here, we can add pictures. Oh, wait. I'll put my logo in there. And then as you can see, design ideas came up over here. Generating, oh, that's pretty cool. This is new since I've seen PowerPoint. That's what that does. It gives you different layouts that may look better than what you have here. So let's choose, let's go back there. Design ideas, this is cool. So let's choose this. Or that one? Oh, I like that one. How's that? So you can, again, you can do so much here. I'm just having fun. So you can add whatever you like. And if I want to duplicate that slide, I can duplicate it. I should be able to. There we go. There's 2 of them now. Oh, but I don't really need 2 of them, so let's delete one of them. Get rid of that one. So let's go here. Let's see. Pictures, you know, they give you these ideas here, but you can, they still give you creative adjustment here. Oh, I really screwed that guy up, didn't I? There we go. To do whatever you like. And these things, for instance, if you want to make these links, if this is a link to an outside website, you can do the same as we did before, is go to link, right click on it. What I did was I highlighted the word. Actually, let's see if I can highlight both. No. So, oh, come on. Highlight the word, right click on the grayed out part, go to link. Just do that. Click OK. And now you have a link in there. You can make the picture the same way. Same way. Same way, and make them links. And that way, see, it's already, so once this is published, because at the end then you publish it up here, and this is, I'm going to show you this in a second. It's really cool. You get to watch all your work flow out in front of you. Those links will work in the finished product. So again, you can insert what you wish. Everything's here. Screen recording is here as well. Record your computer screen and related audio before inserting the recording onto your slide. So you can go through this, record it, and then you can insert it at the beginning of your slideshow. And then this is the presentation that'll start from the first slide. So we're just going to go through the toolbars look the same. There are some fine tuning because this is PowerPoint. It gives you a little bit more options, but okay, there's insert, design. Again, there's theme, colors, format the background, all different things you can change. Transitions. This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. I'm going to show you this because I like to use these. Now I'm getting all excited. I like to use these. Okay, wait a second. to really bring things to life when you're making something. So let's do the hiker. That didn't really work. Where is it? There. See that? It transitioned from the first slide to this one. So we're going to leave that there. Let's go. Let's see. This one? Do that one. There. And this is how many they have. They have tons. Let's see. I like the really cool ones. There we go. You getting it now? And contact us. This is the email if you have any questions for this class. Inquire@swaltycomputerchick.com. So you can go through all of these. I think I have one for every slide now. We'll find out at the end. Let's look at my options. Let's try to solve. There we go. Okay. Animations. Now this, let's go to here. Let's go to this. Animations is floating in. So let's do up here. Okay, fly in, float in, split, wipe, shape, wheel. What are my other options? And there are some emphasis ones like that. Really grab their attention. Grow and shrink. And then it goes back. Like that. Color pulse. Very cool. They've added, of course, they continue to add to these transitions and animations, but they really can make, but here's the thing is, do 1 or 2 per slide. You don't want to go over the top. You don't want everything on the page moving. You want to pick something that'll bring the page to life. So, let's see. That would be all you would need to do on that page, for instance. This one. Let's pick that picture. And what are our options? There's bounce. What should we have this do? Cool. There we go. One more. I don't know. Those are weird. Those are new. So I'm just checking them out. Okay, why do I want it to disappear? They've added a lot. This is pretty cool. So we're just going to do something simple. There we go. So that's the animations. So many ideas you can do there. Do we have one in the beginning? Let's do... Okay, let's, on these little things, we'll just do little things. Spin, ball, bounce. There's a bounce. I know there's a bounce. There we go. There we go. Okay, so slideshow. You can start it from the beginning. You can start the slideshow from the current slide. You can present it online, custom slideshow, rehearse with a coach, set up the slideshow, hide the slide, rehearse timings, record slideshow. They help you with all of this to record while you're making your slideshow. Review. You can go through spelling. It'll spell check. Everything's good. Translate language, new comments if you'd like. View. You can go through all the views that you may need. What does ruler do on this? A ruler gives you the same right there. And again, your help right there. So let's go to slideshow. But this will do it up here too. You can go from the beginning, but this one will do it right here too. I didn't set timing. Let's try this. I didn't set the timing on the slide, so it won't go automatically. So we're going to click everything. That's the end. And again, you can go in and set everything with the timing. You can have them look at this one for, set 10 seconds per slide, whatever you wish to help it seamlessly flow. And then as you play it, the ball will bounce, the tree will spin, all that kind of stuff that you preset with your transitions and your animations in the video. Okay, I set the timing for you, and we're going to watch it here from the beginning. We're just going to let it go on its own. Not touching anything. I was able to set all this. You saw me do some of it. So you can really have your slideshows come to life. You want to keep it simple. You want to keep attention on the right areas. But it's something that people can get excited about. There you go. 30-second video. How do you like that? PowerPoint is fun, that's for sure. So I highly recommend getting started right away and checking it out so you can become your own expert and make a lot of great videos. Before we move on though, I want to remind you of one thing, which each one of these programs, they're saved in my OneDrive, and we're going to get to OneDrive as well. When they're saved in my OneDrive, I can go to any of my electronics. I have 2 laptops and a PC and a phone. Maybe 3 laptops. But I can go to each one of them and open my OneDrive and pick up this file that we just watched and edit it from any computer. Before, this was so easy. I always had to email something to myself on another computer so I could work on it that one if I had to take my laptop with me. Things like that. So what's so great is you can put all these saved things in your OneDrive and then access it from any computer or your phone. It's really awesome. Now let's move on to OneNote. OneNote is something not many people know about. They know about it because it's fairly new, not really, but it's been updated a lot in the recent years. But it's something that I think you will like. You can actually have a lot of fun with it. It can be like a diary. It can be like a notebook of things you want to do, vacations you want to do, remodeling you want to do, grocery lists, you name it. Again, this can be saved as well in OneDrive so you can access it. So let's get started. Microsoft OneNote is a digital notebook. You can type, draw, add photos, dictate, insert videos, and so much more. OneNote is a digital notebook that automatically saves and syncs your notes as you work. You can create your own unique needs in it. Also, it automatically saved, like I said, to your OneDrive cloud so you can pick up where you left off on any other device. What you can do is type information in your notebook. You can take handwritten notes, wait until I show you, draw your ideas on a tablet, computer, or with a mouse, use highlighting and tags for easy follow-up, share notebooks to collaborate with others, access your notebooks from any device once it's saved in your OneDrive. This is the topics we're going to go through, and we're going to go through it visually as well. The Home tab is OneNote's homepage. You will see your layout to create countless pages. insert pictures, outside documents, videos, whatever you wish. You can draw. You can draw with your finger on your tablet or with your mouse on your computer. If you have a touchscreen laptop, you can draw with your finger on that too. Yes, your kids would like this. Their View tab hides the toolbar for a full screen view. And then again, the Help section, which pops up with any question you have. And here's some more information about OneNote that you can go through on Microsoft's website. And it'll give you even more directions, but I'm going to take you through it visually to see how you can really have some fun with OneNote. So let's do that now. Okay, now this is OneNote. You just open it up. There aren't necessarily different ones you can save. OneNote is a little bit different. So this is what I have. You have notebooks. You add different notebooks, and these are all the different areas. Instead of, for instance, these would be my saved files, they're all in OneNote. They stay in OneNote. So you simply save your OneNote file with all your different notebooks in it. And we're going to go through a few of these. I've done some fine-tuning, but we're going to look at the different, oh, wait a second. Look at the different, there we go. Those are more, was it taking me? Yes, I know. Those are my notebooks I have started already. And down here I can add a new notebook. So we'll add oops. There. Now, we added that one. We'll get to that in a second. We'll add to it. I want to take you through what I've done already. There's different sections you can add to your class. This is the office class that I'm doing right now. I took some notes. I'm going to do future classes as well, so I have some ideas I'm going to do, so I put them in here. All my notes can go in here. If we go to house ideas, here's something that's kind of fun. You can change the back. You can change the page color to all these really cool pastel colors, and find photos that you like that you might want to redo a room. A lot of people are into Pinterest, and they can save you can save your photos right here by copying and pasting them on here from the internet. Let's get a picture. Here's Pinterest house ideas. I liked this tiny home in here. This was really cute. So let's right click on that, copy the image, minimize it, find a spot in here, click, paste. There's that photo right in my scrapbook. It's a digital scrapbook too. That's what's cool, and it's saved in my OneDrive. So I can access it anywhere that I have OneDrive, like I have to have the OneDrive app on my phone to access it. So those are the house ideas. Grocery list. Can make a grocery list here easily and effortlessly. If you want lines like notebook paper, you can do that too. You can do anything you want. Here's some notes that I had for, we're in OneNote right now too, and you can add photos. You can do so many things. Translate. You can replay. Immersive reader. There we go. You click Immersive Reader, and then down here is the play button. Again, I have a headset on. You might not hear it, but it does come through your speakers. Isn't that cool? It'll read it to you. Read whatever you want. It'll, just like you'll hear it out loud when you're writing, and you can hear how it sounds when other people read it. New notebook, class times, Pine Island. Then we can, personalize it again. Let's see, let's find some. There you go. Right here. A friend of mine owns that. Traders. Paste. There it is. And then you can just move it wherever you like. You can do so much. I know I keep saying that, but yes, you can. And just keep adding them. And I've showed you the immersive reader now too. But it has the same page menu as the others, but more personalized for what the program you're working in and what you need. So you have the home button where you can dictate in this one as well. Change all your fonts, change your font size, your colors, all sorts of things. Make it bigger, whatever you wish. You can insert photos like I just showed you as well. You can draw. Now draw. Look at these options you have. So if I want to draw, I'm on a PC, so I'll be using my mouse. Let's see. What do we want to do? Well, the highlighter. Okay, now if this is my finger, it'd be easier. But there you go. And then if you don't like it, you can just go back and get rid of it. Or let's do I'm a terrible writer this way. So there's the eraser. What are we going to do? We're going to erase this. So many cool things. Colored pencil. Highlighter. I like blue highlighter. You can highlight whatever you want. You can highlight the photo if you'd like. You can do anything. And if you have your tablet, you can draw here. If you have kids that want to draw, open up a new notebook and just let them show them what they can do, and they can use their finger and just draw to their heart's content. You can do regular pencil there. Whatever you wish. It's very cool. So let's see if I can erase all this. Oh gosh, just like an eraser on a chalkboard. There we go. Start all over. Okay. And this is the one which we're going to try it. We're going to try this feature. This is the one I was telling you earlier that does the math. So what we're going to do is, I wonder if I can copy and paste that. 4 plus 8 equals so use evaluate. There's different options. Is 12. So let's try something else. 5 plus 7 equals, whoops. I'm doing a lot of 12s today. It must be a lucky number. And then if you have, I don't want to get into a big math problem, but it'll help you compute it. Quick start examples right there. It'll help you do the math, which is a very cool feature. If that's what if you need it for anything, just don't tell your kids that one, so they can use this for their homework, but they can't use the calculator part. So that's another great feature. It does calculations with formulas as well as not just regular math. But it's a cool feature. Okay, I think that pretty much wraps it up for OneNote. If you have any questions, you can always email me at inquire@swaltycomputerchick.com. I hope you had some fun with OneNote, and I hope you try it out because I think you'll really like it. So this is the next program is Outlook, and we've all heard of Outlook. Outlook is their email program. Now, Outlook is another program when it comes to Office. It's a program where you can set everything, your calendar, reminders, galore, sorting your emails coming in, so many great things. And we're just going to walk through some of this. And I'm going to I have two links here because there's Outlook on the web and then there's the Outlook program that comes with Office 365. So we're going to look at both. We'll go to the web first. I have that one setting here. Right here. This is what it looks like if you sign up for an Outlook program online. So you would sign in. And this is what it looks like. I have everything forwarded to my new email, so this is kind of my old one. But I have it set up so you can see it. It's my Swalty Computer Chick email. And this is what it looks like with the online version. And this is free, whether you have Office 365 or not. You can go online and get a free Outlook account, whether you have it or not, and use email this way. You don't necessarily have all the features of it. Oh, what did I do? There we go. As you do in the program that we're going to go through, but it's enough to, you can still, organize everything and keep it all separated for your business or for work or for home. So that's a great feature to have if you need another email address. Okay, now this is the opened up program for Outlook that's on your computer. This isn't the web version, this is the on your computer. And we're just going to walk through all these different features they have in this. So you can they even have features that you can, I don't have it quite all set up for my email right now. I have it enough because I use the web versions of email in my browser. I just always have. So I did this so I can show you around and see what you can do. You can change your photo. You have all your account settings here. Automatic replies you can set if you'd like. You get 50 gigabytes of storage when it comes to your mailbox settings. Manage rules and alerts. And manage add-ons. Rules and alerts is really handy if you really want to get into Outlook and you have a busy schedule. It'll send you alerts of things you have on your calendar. The rules is when you get into managing rules, you can set rules. For instance, if you have one person, they have one email address that you get emails from and you want them to go into one box separate from all the other inbox stuff, you can set a rule so every time you get new email from that person, it goes into this one folder just for them. And it'll tell you if you have new email or not, just like you do your inbox. You can really fine-tune what you need in Outlook. That's the thing. And it takes a little time, but their help here does do great to walk you through setting it up. That way, especially if you get a lot of incoming emails and you need them sorted, a great feature, Outlook. Great feature. You get to go through all of these different things. You manage your profiles if you have more than one profile in there, which another profile would be another email address. Like I just have this one in here. I still have that email address, to myrnathrone.com. And that's why I set it up here. But I will, again, it'll go to my main email through the web because that's the way I have it set up. So you're going to go through all these automatic replies. If you need an automatic reply set with every email that comes in, you can set it here. You can set a time for it to end, vacation settings, anything you'd like. You can open a calendar. You can import and export files. You can use other people's folder. A lot of people have, I don't know if you've ever gotten an Outlook warning, not a warning, an email where you've signed up for a class or a meeting and you've gotten the email and it came from an Outlook email that is connected to the calendar, where all you have to do is click a button in that email and it adds it to your calendar. Date, time, and it'll notify you when it's coming. You can really simplify your home office with Outlook. Send and receive all folders. Again, if you set up different folders for that, you can send all. Again, you can do so many different things. You can just have your focus inbox. You can add, like I said, other folders that you want email to go to. The layout, that's preference. Let's see what it changed it to. Didn't really change it. Keep it simple. I like this, they've really simplified this so it won't overwhelm you. And again, like in here, this is my Outlook options. You can go through all of these and fine-tune it. Compose all your emails by HTML. Check spelling before sending. Usually I like that one on there because I don't always trust myself. You can create a signature in there. We'll add a signature. We'll put it down here. We can change the font to however you'd like it. I do try different fonts sometimes, but they gotta still look a little professional sometimes. I have my favorites that I use. Make it the same size as my email. You can add a link to this. Here we go again. There it is. It auto-fills. And you're set. Click OK. And it's saved. So every time we're going to open an email here in a second, you can change the reading panes. You can play a sound when an email arrives. You can all these options that you can really just go through and see what you'd want to change. Now they're set by default, so you don't have to go through each one if you don't want to. But if you want something different, go in there and see what your options are. Here's the calendar settings. Again, you can go through and personalize all of it. Time zone, collaborate with somebody else, all that good stuff. Tasks, search, language, ease of access, advanced tab that will give you, you can again go in and you can change the sound of your reminders, custom ribbon, you can change all this that's going on up top here. Quick access toolbar, you can change that. There's just a couple there. You can add meeting if you want. Click OK. There we go. So if we go to a new email, you'll see my signature. Pops up and we just start typing. However, as you notice, the font is different, and that drives me crazy because you do want the same font. There's different ways you can do this. There it is. Let's do that one. That's not right. There, I just went in and changed the font, so all of this is it's both Times New Roman on both the body and the header. So that way, you can start typing. But as you can see, the font size is different. So let's see if this doesn't give us the option for size. So you click on Format Text, And right there you can see I usually 12 is the normal, and that's what I made my signature as well. So that's what we want to do, is we want to type in 12. And as good word processing style, as you can tell, I did not capitalize the H, and it just did it for me as I typed and finished the sentence. So up here you can change all the text that you want. You can make it, you can put it in the middle if you'd like. Where is it? Center. You can do whatever you want. Move things around. Styles. You can look at the header text. You can create styles, apply styles. Font colors, paragraph spacing. There's font color sets where there's schemes of colors that you want throughout the email, for instance. Just go through all the options that you see here and see if there's anything that you want to customize anything. Just like Word as well, these, oops, where'd it go? Just like in Word, oops, there we go. You have all these options for the fonts, and you can change that anytime and do what you need. Highlighting, erasing, all the good stuff. I'm not going to send this email, I'm just going to close it up. But this is something you can do. You can add a signature to any email service you have. Like I have emails through my website domain names, but I can still use Outlook to run that email for me. And then I have all the great features of Outlook to help me do that and help me with custom creative business emails as well. So I'm going to close that out. I'm not going to save it. We're going to close Outlook. And I hope you look into it and check it out, because if you're busy at home and you use a calendar, all that good stuff, that you check it out and get it all plugged in together just to simplify your life. And again, I have the two links here. One has instructions for the program, and one has where you can get it on the web. Okay, we're going to move on to OneDrive. Now, OneDrive is the storage I've been talking about throughout this whole class, and it's connected to all your Office programs already. And if you have Office, actually most Windows computers come with OneDrive already on it. So I've had my OneDrive account since the early 2000s at least. But do you remember when it started as SkyDrive? I liked that name, and I couldn't believe when they changed it to OneDrive. But that's what the original name was. It was cloud storage. OneDrive is included on all Microsoft Windows computers. The amount of storage depends on whether you have a paid account, which they give you 1 terabyte. If you have Word, Excel, or use the free account for OneDrive, it's 5 gigabytes. So if you pay for your yearly subscription for Office 365, you will get 1 terabyte of OneDrive with it. I don't know if you already realized that or not. But if you don't have that suite that you pay for and you have a CD, for instance, you get a free account of 5 gigabytes. Now, what is 1 terabyte? If you had a paid account or not, this is how much cloud space you have. 5 gigabytes or 1 terabyte in your OneDrive. So, for instance, it would take like 62 16 gigabyte thumb drives to equal 1 terabyte. 62 of them. And we would never use all that cloud storage. For instance, I've had mine for so long, I have like over 200 gigabytes of files and documents and photos on mine because it's been years of being in business. And I have 1 terabyte, and I don't know if I'll ever hit that 1,000 gigabytes. But I have plenty of storage. 1 terabyte, most people will never use. So I'm going to show you a little bit around OneDrive and in File Explorer, how to find it, and just kind of take you through that portion right there. Here's a note though too. When it comes to cloud storage, I preach, anybody that knows me, I preach backing up your work, backing up your documents and your photos. Don't just store them on your computers, and here's why. Is most of the time, if your computer crashes, I can still take it apart and get your information off the computer. Most of the time. But there's always that odd time where somebody has so much stuff on their computer and they can't lose any of it. And it's happened. I've had a couple customers that way, and they lost everything because their hard drive was so corrupted I couldn't get anything off it. So there's so many options these days to cloud storage, thumb drives, external hard drives. And a good external hard drive with 1 terabyte can cost you $30 to $40 on Amazon. And that's your 1 terabyte. It fits in your hand. I remember when they first started coming out and they were huge. You know, they were the size of a big book. And they had an electrical outlet with it even, that you had to plug it into the wall for it to run. And then your computer. So now they fit in your hand and you can put it in your pocket. And so I highly recommend getting one of them. Now, if you have a Gmail account, which most of us do because we get our email on our phones, you have in your Gmail account, you have 15 gigabytes of free storage in your Google Drive. With every Gmail account, you get 15 free gigabytes of storage in Google Drive. Google Drive is their cloud storage. If you have more than one Gmail account, you would have 15 gigabytes times how many accounts you maintain with Gmail. So you have so many options to back things up, even if it's temporary, just to get it off your computer in a cloud while you get an external hard drive. Just keep it simple, but just make sure you're backed up, because I've seen too many people lose really important things, and it kind of breaks my heart because it was old family photos that she got from many people over the years too. So keep that in mind. Get it off your computer. Your computer is for working, it's not for storage. That's kind of the way I look at my own. So I'm going to take you through, we're going to look at File Explorer, how to access your OneDrive on your computer. And I have File Explorer down here. Whenever you get a new computer, you'll always see this little file down here. File Explorer is where you're going to find all your files, easy access to it. This is what File Explorer looks like when you open up. File Explorer has a search box up here too, that you can search anything. For instance, this is what I do, is you can go to this PC and you can search out anything you want. You can see there, like I was having trouble finding a certain contract, so I searched out contract up here on my PC, so it searched everything and it found it for me easily. So in your File Explorer here, on the left hand side you have your menu. You have your quick access menu, which is everything on your desktop and your most recent things you have saved, opened, whatever you have here that you've been doing. It'll give you exactly where you've been, so you don't have to go digging around for something if you have to go back to it. You have your desktop, everything that's on your desktop. Downloads. I download to my desktop so I can easily find it, and then I put it where I want, unless I can just put it straight into my OneDrive. Documents. I have a ton of documents on here, but look at all this. It just sorts it out for you. You can find anything you want. Pictures. I don't keep pictures on here. I have some, but they're saved in my OneDrive, the ones I want. Ads is I make my own ads for Swalty Computer Chicks, so I keep them in a file. I access them recently, on-demand classes, photos. These are the photos, but it's also, these are on my OneDrive. I think I have a copy of it on my desktop as well under Swalty. Right in here, I think that's the photos we were just looking at, but that is also, here's my OneDrive. Yes, I've had it for 2 decades. And let's see how much I have in there. Curious. That's going to take forever to count it. So this is everything I have. So in my Swalty, we'll go into that file. I have different files for different customers. I can go in and there's my income tax template I was talking about earlier. I have an invoice template for my customers. I keep everything organized right here. OneDrive is always right here on your desktop in your File Explorer. I don't think there's even a way to get rid of it. You don't want to. You can pin it to your quick access if you'd like, and it also puts it up here. so it's easy access either way. This is quick access up here. This is what's on your computer. So in OneDrive, like I said, I have a ton of files that date back, I see 2016. There's a 14. I know deep down inside some of these files are in the early 2000s. There's my Israel file. I went to Israel a couple years ago, and there's my photos in there. So I save everything on my OneDrive. Because I have, if you ask me, 1 terabyte can be considered unlimited storage. Unless you're a photographer and you store all the photos you ever do, then you'll probably use it up. You can buy 2 terabyte external hard drives as well if you need a lot of storage, and those fit in your hand as well. So there's so much you can do here to organize yourself and keep it stored, backed up in your cloud, as well as going where you went last, looking around where you find things. Everything's at your fingertips in the File Explorer. And again, I can't stress enough, I'm going to show you how easy it is to put something here onto my cloud storage. So for instance, I'll go in here. We're just going to add, this is a document we made for PDF. Remember that one we made a little bit ago? We converted the Word. So we're just going to, I moved it, and now it's in my cloud. How easy is that? You just slide it in there. And if you want to copy both places, you can do this as well. You can click on it, copy it, paste, and you have a copy in both places. That way, if this is something you want to edit, then when you want to back this up, you just slide it back into here, replace the file, and this file is updated with the latest changes. So it's so easy to save in your cloud and access it. And here's the beauty is if you have this is my PC, if you have a laptop, you can go to your laptop, open your File Explorer on your laptop. It looks just like this. Go to OneDrive and find your document. It's that easy. See, this is the one we made. So when I hear people panic about OneDrive, they have no idea how to do it, this is how you do it. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. And then you just organize it in all your different files and whatever you wish. Again, there's my desktop. I have files there, but I have a Swalty file in there that I back up. I slide a copy of it into my OneDrive to update it on my OneDrive as well. But I use it for my desktop a lot. It's in this one right here. So there's so much you can do, but keep it simple. It's not hard. So it really is right at your fingertips, right in front of your face. Well, that kind of wraps it up for this class. I hope you've learned a lot today. We've went through so much on the different programs of Office 365, and I hope you're really excited to start using it. There's so many things you can do to simplify your life, or just have fun, or help keep your kids entertained with OneNote. And your tablet, I think that's a great feature right there. I want to personally thank you for taking my online class, The Easy Guide to Office 365. I hope you have more clarity when you open your computer now and simply see all the awesome features you have at your fingertips with all the Office programs. I hope you tell your friends about our on-demand classes. I'm building a library of classes to take at your leisure. If you have any class ideas, please feel free to email me with your suggestions. Email me at inquire@swaltycomputerchick.com. I thank you for taking the class. Have a great day.